What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the very first live video episode of Takin Shots, the football. This is the football segment, PPP, the Pigskin Posse podcast. Not them motherfucking punk ass loans, them fucking scamming ass loans that all you motherfuckers be taking out. So we talk strictly football, a little bit of basketball over here.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna go ahead and jump off into it.
Fuck Boston, all right.
So you talking shit already? Okay.
Yeah, right. Already.
Yeah, just for that. just
See that, bro? I didn't even put the Lakers shit on. I kept it Bay Area. Here come this nigga.
You can't talk about the Lakers because they wasn't even in the motherfucking playoffs.
Fam, bro, like, oh, all right, bro. Okay.
I'm gonna go out of respect for my nigga, though, man. I'm gonna go ahead and take it.
No, put it on. You got no respect. You already put the motherfucker on. What is it? That nigga, like, it's all right. It's all right because ain't the series back in Milwaukee?
The series back in Milwaukee. Yes, we play. We getting ready. We play in a few minutes.
Yeah.
We gotta still win. We gotta still win there though. I don't care. No, in order for us to have any chance in this series, we have to still win in Milwaukee. We got to.
He's got to still win, but Giannis ain't gonna let that happen. I don't think.
See if his ass can get to the fucking basket.
Oh, he don't get to the basket today. He getting it today.
Yeah, we gonna see.
Yeah,
we gonna see.
You damn right we gonna motherfucking see, nigga. And then you better hold Tatum and Brown and dropping all the motherfucking threes and shit.
But that's gonna be the only way we can fucking beat him. Shit, him and can't do nothing with him and fucking Portis and Portis. But can't do nothing with him and Lopez on the fucking inside.
Yeah, they made y'all a jump shooting team real quick, nigga. All them damn threes y'all niggas be taking, bro. It's okay.
That pissed me off in the fuck. That shit right there. That shit pissed me off in the fucking the first game. We shot like 50-something threes. And who the fuck told us to shoot this many goddamn threes?
Well, they can't get in the fucking paint.
I didn't like that shit.
They can't get in the paint. When you can't get in the paint, you gonna settle for jump shots. That's just law. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the one. That, and I hope we get I'm not gonna say guard because I like Marcus Smart on the outside, but I do hope we get a decent paint presence to go with Rob. I will say salute to Al Horford because he's still doing his thing. Motherfucking 40 years old and able to guard these niggas in the paint.
Al's not that old, bro.
He damn near that.
Al's like,
he's up there.
Al like 34, 35, bro.
Well, he's up there. I say that.
Shit, Chris Paul just turned 37, ain't got a dub.
Yeah, I give shout out to that motherfucker too for getting another max contract at his age. He's still playing at a high level.
Shit, he's still getting paid up that Houston contract, nigga. I think he's supposed to get like 50 next year, nigga. This motherfucker is getting to it. But all right,
yeah, he got what? But yeah, he got what? Three more years left.
We'll see. I hope he can get one, but if they got to play Milwaukee again, I don't really see it happening.
Yeah. But all right, let's jump off into some motherfucking football. That's what we're here for, right?
Right.
So the NFL 2022 NFL draft was a couple weeks ago. We didn't get a chance to cover it because, everybody got work and shit now. Yep. But what was your thoughts on this year's draft?
It was weird, bro. It wasn't like... It was like the first draft in a while. It wasn't like a clear-cut favorite. It wasn't like, okay, he going number one or this, you can see this. But, it was more of a defensive draft, really. Yeah. If I had to be honest, more of the defensive draft.
That's kind of how I feel like that's how the last two drafts have been. Mm-hmm. Been like, it's been defense and getting an offensive lineman.
But we still know who's going to go number one. That was 2 years ago. So who got drafted number one last year?
Last year...
Oh, Trevor Lawrence, yeah.
Trevor Lawrence. Ironically, they had the fucking first round draft again. The first pick in the first round this year. They shocked everybody with who they picked because I don't think nobody expected dude to go first, Trayvon Walker.
I don't think Trayvon Walker expected to go first.
No, it was between Aiden Hutchinson and Kayvon Thibodeau, which we gonna get into a little bit later.
I'm sorry, but this Hutchinson motherfucker ain't Thibodeau from Oregon.
Yeah, Kayvon Thibodeau from Oregon, edge rusher.
I'm sorry, bro. I didn't hear shit about this motherfucker until the Ohio State game. And then now he getting the call to New York and all this shit, and I'm just like, I haven't heard nothing about it. Then again, I really don't watch Big Ten football outside of a couple teams.
You know what it was, don't you? Why his draft stock got bumped up was because of the fucking combine.
Oh, he had a monster combine.
Yes, he had a monster fucking combine. Him and Jordan Davis, which we're gonna talk about him a little bit later. But first 5 picks was Trayvon Walker went to Jacksonville. Aiden Hutchinson went number 2 to Detroit. Derek Stingley went number 3 to Houston out of LSU.
That was a shocker for me. I'm just like,
that was too.
I just knew they was gonna go quarterback, and then okay.
I think they putting a lot of faith in Davis Mills. He didn't have a terrible year last year. He had for what people was expecting out of that team, he did a pretty decent job. Of course, I thought Deshaun could have did better. You know,
they didn't keep
Tyrod.
Yeah, that's my nigga, man.
No, he ended up he signed with New York, which I think he gonna fuck around and take what the fuck is his name? Daniel Jones. He gonna fuck around. In my eyes, I think he gonna fuck around and take his job.
Danny Dimes. No, bro.
Ain't thrown no dimes since he's been.
No, bro. You ain't. No, bro. How the Chargers did him, bro. I feel like they punctured that nigga lung on purpose.
They did because they was. I mean, look. I don't agree with how they went about that whole situation. Obviously, it worked out for him because fucking Justin Herbert he's been quite amazing for them. But I don't like the way they went about that whole shit. I definitely think it was some fishy shit there. I really do.
But I mean, damn, man, that motherfucker can throw the football.
He really can throw the football. He can throw on the run.
You talking about Herbert?
Yeah, he can throw on the run.
Man, that motherfucker can throw the football, man. I don't think he's the best reader of defenses right now, but that motherfucker could definitely throw the football, bro.
He got a little bit of time to improve, and he's gonna get there.
Yep.
You know, yep. But yeah, they Ahmad Gardner went out of Cincinnati, went number 4 to the New York Giants, and Kayvon Thibodeau out of Oregon went number 5 to the Giants. Ahmad Gardner went to the Jets out of number 4. That dude out of Cincinnati, that cornerback, and Kayvon Thibodeau went number 5 to the Giants.
So Jets had 2 first round, 2.
I think the Jets had
top 10
3,
first round picks.
Yeah, they had 3. They had three top 10 first round picks.
Cause I knew they got homie from Ohio State.
Mm-hmm. Garrett Wilson. Who the fuck gonna throw him the ball? I mean, hopefully Zach Wilson made some major fucking improvements, but it's questions about who gonna throw him the ball.
At this point, are you a quarterback? You getting drafted by the Jets? Or good luck, man. Good luck to you, brother.
Good luck. Speaking of Garrett Wilson, the Ohio State boys, Garrett Wilson and Chris Olavey, they went back to back. Chris Olavey ended up going to New Orleans, which I kind of like him. With Michael Thomas down there, he got Jameis throwing him the ball. They also drafted another quarterback. Who the fuck did they draft?
The boy from Pitt? No, that's your team.
Yeah, I think so.
No, your team got him.
I forgot. I think they drafted or they signed somebody out. New Orleans did, but they got of course they got Jameis throwing. They're gonna have Jameis throwing to Michael Thomas and Chris Olave. Hopefully, fucking Michael Thomas come back healthy and he could be remotely what he was before he got fucking hurt.
No, man, that motherfucker knew Drew wasn't gonna be there. I ain't playing.
And then of course Jamison Williams. Shout out our St. Louis boy Jamison Williams out of Bama. He went to Detroit, which I don't like that spot for him. I mean, Jared Goff is obviously gonna fucking pepper him with shots, but I don't like him going to Detroit. Detroit has a history of fucking ruining people's talent and careers. Obviously Matt Stafford. We all know how that shaped up. He finally got out of Detroit, went to LA, won a motherfucking title. Got the respect he deserved.
Megatron, Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders.
They even did my boy AP bad too, man.
Yeah, you can argue Jive at best, but he got fucked up in college, and I definitely think that rendered his fucking production in the NFL.
Them injuries, man. Them injuries. That's why Felipe Franks didn't get drafted. Tore your ACL twice.
He kept getting fucking fucked up.
They thought he was Michael Vick out there.
Then of course, we mentioned Jordan Davis, dude out of Georgia. Philly kind of fucked everybody up because we thought they were going to take a wide receiver first, which they ended up trading Arizona. Not Arizona. They ended up trading Tennessee. They picked up AJ Brown. AJ Brown was traded to Philadelphia for their first round pick, which is I think that's later on in the draft. But they Philadelphia drafted Jordan Davis, which I think he's gonna go well with Fletcher Cox. They're gonna fucking torture the fuck out of Dak Prescott.
It's looking like it might be the Eagles' turn. Go ahead and win the NFC East, the weakest division in football. That's what it's looking like.
But yeah, they Jordan Davis, he's gonna be paired up with Fletcher Cox, which I actually really like that pick. I think he's gonna go. That's a perfect fit. That's a perfect fit. He has Fletcher Cox to coach him up, and he's gonna have a
monster rotation at defensive line.
So. Then the Ravens fucked everybody up. They traded Hollywood Brown to Arizona, managed to get got their number 14 pick. And they got Kyle Hamilton. He's like a hybrid. He's like a hybrid safety linebacker. But I think he's gonna be good in the defense.
I think this is the beginning of Lamar getting out of Baltimore. I think the ball to start rolling.
It just might be
because they didn't really change the offense like that. And then
nope.
He traded his boy.
I mean, even Hollywood said it in a tweet that. The offense didn't fit him. Like, it didn't fit his play style. They didn't call plays that fit his play style. So, I mean, I don't think he requested a trade. I think that shit kind of fucking hit him, boss. I think that kind of blindsided him.
He tried to get the fuck out of there last year, honestly. And then they picked up that did they franchise tag Marquise last year, or they picked up the 5th-year option?
I think they franchise tagged him last year.
Yeah, they franchise tagged him last year, and then he's just like, look, bro, I'm out. I mean, we always joked about that, but I didn't think, shit, because, like, Lamar even tweeted, so he found out with the rest of us. He tweeted around the same time, like, what the fuck? But the most...
Yeah, like, I was not expecting that shit.
The most interesting thing about all that, bro, is this nigga already had a montage video and a whole setup of him transitioning to fucking Arizona, so I'm like...
You talking about Marquise?
Yeah, he had it on his Instagram and everything. I'm just like, it was 47 minutes after it was announced. He had the video, so he just dropped it at the same time. That nigga knew he was going.
Well, people, they're fans, and they got people in their entourage that they hire people to do shit like that for them. So I'm not surprised he had that shit ready. Not to mention, somebody in the front office always knows something before fucking they do. So they prepare and shit like that.
I'm like, damn, bro, I could see if it was like 12 hours after the fact. That shit was like 40, like, bro, it was like 5 minutes after they announced it.
And hey, that's just the way the NFL goes, man. It's a business. It's a business. It's not you work for them. You're not one of their players. You're one of their fucking employees.
That nigga even said that in the tweet, man. It's all love, bro. It's just business. I'm just like, well, it's just business.
But shit, moving on.
He said, fuck Lamar.
Traylon Burks.
Where the fuck college he come from?
Speaking of Lamar, honestly, I don't know if Baltimore's trying to run him out of I don't know if they're trying to run him out of Baltimore or they are. I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do because they didn't go after no big name wide receivers in free agency. Either that or nobody wants to fucking come to Baltimore. And the past couple years, they ain't really done much to give him, to give him anything to work with. They drafted Rashad Bateman, and he didn't have a bad year, but he didn't have the year nobody expected him to have.
Right.
That's the way I look at it. But we'll see how that shit play out. It's due to be another crazy year in the fucking NFL.
Another year, like kind of like the NBA, where you don't really know the clear cut favorite who gonna win.
No, long off season. Long off season. Julio's still available. Fucking OBJ still available. So we gonna see. That's all I can say about that right
down
now.
Motherfuckers. All right. You taking the league minimum, motherfuckers. But no, we did say when the Rams made that move to get Stafford, I'm like, fuck, they just fucking won the Super Bowl, man. Well,
yeah, they had the roster all they needed that was the only piece they were missing was the fucking QB.
Yep. All right, let's keep going.
But Traylon Burks, Tennessee, They moved back in the draft. They picked up. They traded Philadelphia for this pick. They sent AJ Brown to Philadelphia, which we're gonna talk about him later. They picked up another. They picked up a dude that's pretty much the same size as him, Traylon Burks out of Arkansas. He's gonna fit right in that offense. Another big body motherfucker with height. I don't know how well he's gonna fucking fit in with Tannehill. We'll see. Malik Willis gonna take his job, which that's another motherfucker we're gonna talk about later.
Keep going. The shit he said in that interview was hilarious. In that statement.
Yeah, then dude from New Orleans tweeted like, "I hope LeBron take your fucking job."
Hold on, they asked him. They was like, "Are you gonna mentor the dude from Liberty?" And Ryan Tannehill was like, "No, but if he can learn something from me during this process, that'll be a great time as me trying to get the starting job. Like I'm finna give this motherfucker my job." Like, what the fuck did you want him to say? Like, oh yeah, I can help him out.
Well, he's kind of taking the. I look at that situation. That's the same as the Brett Favre situation. He didn't fuck. They didn't like each other at all.
Not the same thing.
Aaron,
that's not the same thing, nigga.
That's kind of how I'm looking at it.
I've been the guy for 15. It was like 14 years when they drafted, or 15 years when they drafted Aaron. I've been the guy, I'm the all-time leader and passer and all this shit. I'm the motherfucking man, and you're not taking my shit. And then so he just had Aaron sitting there, and then I can't do this anymore. I can't play. I'm gotta retire.
That's why they tried. That's why they fucking got his ass.
When I retired and your ass came back, went to the motherfucking Jets and all that bullshit. Then Aaron got in. Ryan Tannehill ain't no fucking Brett Favre.
I'm not saying he's Brett Favre. It's just the situation. It's kind of that situation is kind of shades of the Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers situation. That's how I'm looking at it.
Man, Brett Favre didn't get his job taken the first year and they drafted a new quarterback. Nigga, Ryan Tannehill about week 6, 7, 8, he's gonna be on that bench.
When he get hurt and get to throwing all them fucking interceptions because Derrick Henry ain't in.
We gonna see. We gonna see though, man. I really like that kind of Liberty, man. I'm like, cause I was watching the season last year. I'm like, why the fuck do they keep showing Liberty get? Oh, this nigga throwing lasers. All right.
Yep, and that's another person we got to talk about him too. But next up is my team, which I'm extremely happy with this fucking pick. We went with Kenny Pickett, which was a lot of controversy.
I don't know why I hate more the Steelers than the fucking Celtics.
Let me put it to you this way. But a lot of people thought it was a lot of talk, a lot of rumors going around the league that we was going to take Malik Willis first, which I was okay with either one of them, but I think Pittsburgh went with the smarter pick because, I mean, they were saying that Kenny Pickett was the most NFL ready. Not to mention, I think the only reason we didn't go with Willis is because he didn't fit the scheme. Kenny Pickett, I think he fits the scheme in Pittsburgh way more than Malik Willis will. Not to mention, Willis is, he shows shades of Lamar Jackson. If you, to me.
But he not junior. He like junior. Because they got Lamar as junior. He's his backup. That's his junior. He do everything like Lamar, just he ain't got the speed. He do everything. Baltimore's backup. If he's still there, no, they get rid of everybody. Like,
damn, I can't think of his.
The nigga that was playing when Lamar was hurt.
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Damn, bro. If he win like 3 or 4 more of those games, they make the playoffs. Yeah, they make the playoffs, true. But he with Cat out of Liberty though. He not junior. He like junior. Like.
He got some. He got There's a lot of development that's gonna go into
like Brandon Ingram, Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they kind of
similar skill set.
Wiry motherfuckers can shoot, but KD's a fucking sniper. You know, right? Well, not in the playoffs. I mean, this year he went from number 1 to probably 5 in terms of best player.
Well, no, he didn't. He didn't play in the playoffs. Kenny Pickett didn't play in the playoffs.
Kenny Pickett. That's hold on. That's not the nigga out of Pitt, is it?
Yeah, that's the dude out the
Yeah,
QB out
bro,
of Pitt.
he fit that 6'5", traditional
That Big
drop back
Ben-esque system.
quarterback. So Steelers is just gonna die with that old quarterback of the past shit. Y'all gonna stay on that ship and sink with it. Okay.
That's why I say, like, that's why I agreed with it. I mean, I wouldn't have been mad if we'd have drafted Malik Willis. I mean, seeing him and Lamar 2 times a year run and throw it, I think that would have been pretty fucking exciting. But I mean, I still think Malik Willis I think he's going to have time to develop, and I don't think Pittsburgh wants to wait on that. So
man, R.I.P. Dwayne Haskins, man, but he definitely
R.I.P. Dwayne, man. That shit that broke my heart. That broke my heart.
I was just like, damn, fam, was your phone dead? You couldn't call somebody? That nigga was down there drunk. I don't want to talk about it, man. That's fucked up, man.
He wasn't. I don't know what the fuck is going on. All I know is that apparently he was walking across the highway, and he got hit by. I'm not gonna get off into
right.
This is. It's just it's an emotional and
but my thing
situation.
It was cars dodging them, so it's like that motherfucker did that shit on purpose. I felt like anyway. But R.I.P. Dwayne Haskins.
R.I.P. Dwayne.
Go to his family, see condolences. Probably.
I don't think he got a first shot in the NFL. I'm gonna throw that out there.
With all that bullshit in Washington, but Washington is historically canned black quarterbacks. We can go back to Doug Collins or Williams. No, Williams, not Doug Collins. Williams. But yeah, prayers and condolences to his family. He's probably the best passer at Ohio State in the last 15, 20 years. Straight up, not even over exaggerating.
I mean, they got CJ now, who's probably going to be a first round. He's going to be a first round.
Depending on how it goes, yeah.
But
he'll be a top 15, P10 pick, depending on who need a quarterback next year.
But yeah, RIP to Dwayne Haskins. I don't care I don't care what anybody says. You are forever loved in the Steelers community. Prayers go out to your family, brother. Then we got Green Bay, who's once again, man, look. I don't know if this is their way of saying, this point with this shit, I can't blame Aaron for wanting to get paid. Like I really can't blame him for wanting to get paid. If y'all gonna keep doing this shit to me every fucking year, y'all not gonna get me no help in free agency, y'all not gonna get me no help in the draft, then yes, I'm gonna fucking get paid. So I can't blame him. I was pissed off at him for going about it the way that he did. But now that I see what the fuck I'm not mad at who they picked, but it's like I definitely thought with y'all having 2 first-round picks and y'all trading away Devontae, that y'all were gonna fucking go after a wide receiver in the first round.
Like I really, really thought he was gonna go to Las Vegas, man. I'm like, okay, Derek Carr last year, his contract, Devontae this bounce.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, they got a tight end. They don't really got an offensive line. Front 7 is decent. But shit, I guess he said, fuck it, man. I'm going to be the longest tenured quarterback in Packers history.
Yeah. I mean, I can't blame – I can't really fault Devontae for leaving because I'm pretty sure he got tired of the fucking Aaron Rodgers dog and pony show. So.
I think he's just content with just having one Super Bowl. Aaron.
Who that? Yeah, probably. It's just I don't know if he's content with having one Super Bowl. It's just he gets to the playoffs and just fucking.
I mean, like his last 5 or 6 appearances in the playoffs, this is like, all right, bro. You like James Harden of the NFL. You swagging in the regular season, come to playoffs. Well, shit, why you ain't catch it?
Yeah, that's what it seems.
They had the worst draft.
But yeah.
Yes.
Who that? Green Bay?
Top 5.
I wouldn't say that because I mean they picked up the dude Devontae Wyatt, another defensive guy out of Georgia, the defensive tackle, and they got who was the other fucking guy? I don't remember, but it was. I think what they were trying to do, they were trying to replace the linebacker that left, I can't remember his name. He went to. It'll come up. It'll probably come up later. But they're trying to replace him because they didn't want to fucking pay him. Yeah, I can't think of his fucking name. It's gonna make me mad.
That was a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, that's why I was. It's pissed me off that I can't remember his name. But anyway, New England shocked every fucking body. They drafted Cole Strange out of Chattanooga. Never fucking heard of Chattanooga.
It's in Tennessee.
I guess they're trying to build the offensive line around Mac Jones. They're trying to turn him into fucking Tom Brady. And so I didn't like that pick. I did not like that pick. I didn't like. I didn't think
Patriots
it was a good pick at all.
Patriots is historically getting niggas from no-name schools in their workout. So
turning them into fucking Pro Bowlers and Hall of Famers. And then Kansas City, they went defense. They went defense
they
both times, which I came. Yeah, they drafted at the number 21. They drafted Trent McDuffie out of Washington, which is Washington is known for producing good cornerbacks and defensive backs. And then they went and got an edge rusher, George Karlaftis out of Purdue, which he fucking killed my Spartans whenever we played them.
Okay.
So pretty good
personal
pick.
here.
And yeah, rounding out the last two picks, Cincinnati, they had to replace Jesse Bates. They went safety out of Cincinnati, Daxton Hill. They went safety out of Michigan. Fuck Michigan. Go Green, Michigan State. But they went safety out of Michigan, Daxton Hill, and Minnesota went safety and out of Georgia, Lewis. I can't pronounce his last name. But yeah, they went safety out of Georgia. Yeah.
Georgia,
we'll call them that.
Motherfuckers drafted.
They got a defense. And see, Georgia's one of them. Georgia's another one of them schools that's known for producing good fucking defensive talent. So I can't be mad at them. They another guy. Nicole, I don't know if it's Nicole or N'Kobe Dean. He ended up in Philadelphia, which they had a great draft. They had a really good fucking draft. I gotta give it to them. They had a really good fucking draft. But we're gonna shift over to just positional, what we think of the positional guys. I'm gonna start with the running backs. Breece Hall out of Iowa State goes to the New York Jets, which I didn't fucking understand that pick either.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not.
I don't know how the fuck they ranked him over Kenneth Walker.
I didn't know he came up. I'm not even gonna lie. He was actually decent when he played in college.
Yeah, he was a good running back, but I don't think he was better than Kenneth Walker. I'm not even being biased because I'm a Michigan State fan. I really don't think he was better than Kenneth Walker.
But we was talking about that shit at that bar. I'm like, man, Seattle would love him.
Yeah, Breece Hall to the Jets, which they got Bryce Hall, they got Michael Carter. I forgot who they got another running back, and they drafted this Breece Hall. Now, to be quite honest, I definitely think Breece Hall is the better option, but I don't know, man. There's going to be a lot of running back competition during the season in New York.
That was Spencer's first, last year being a starter. That was the year that motherfucker was like, I think third in the nation, second in the nation in rushing yards. Yeah.
Breece Hall. Yeah. I mean, I'm not knocking New York. It's just I'm trying to figure out what the fuck they doing here. They must have no faith in Michael Carter, which, I mean, he's more of a fullback. Dude, he's out of North Carolina. He was highly touted last year. Not North Carolina. I forgot where the fuck he's from. But he was highly touted. I guess he didn't pan out how they wanted. And then they had Bryce Hall, which he just didn't pan out. He just did not pan out.
So where would you grade the running backs in terms of quality at the position this year's draft? F being the worst, A+ being the best.
I got to give it a C. Because it was top heavy. You had Breece Hall out of Iowa State. You had Kenneth Walker out of Michigan State. And you had James
Georgia,
Cook
but then
out of Georgia. And then the dude out of LSU, Tyrion Davis Price, Isaiah Spiller. Those are the names that stand out to me. It wasn't like there was no names outside of Kenneth Walker and Breece Hall. There was no names in the running back position that jumped out at me that said you have to grab me. And even then, those two guys didn't go to the second round, which I found fucking quite odd. Yeah. So Kenneth Walker goes to Seattle, which that right there tells me they have no faith in fucking Chris Carson staying healthy, and he just got paid. They have no faith in him staying healthy, and they beefed up their offensive line, which that also tells me they have no faith in Drew Lock, and they're gonna continue. They're gonna run the ball.
They're fucking around and get Baker late.
Go ahead. Which I think that's what's gonna happen. I honestly think that's what I think they're waiting on. They're either waiting on Cleveland to release him, or they're gonna fucking make a late round trade for him. That's what I think.
Either way, that motherfucker's getting $19 million this year. Either way,
can't knock him for getting paid. But I mean, sitting on the bench behind Deshaun Watson is not a bad idea because they're gonna do something this year, man. I'm not. As a Steelers fan, I'm not excited about dealing with this motherfucker twice a year. I'm just being quite honest. I'm not. I got to deal with him and Lamar and fucking Joe Burrow twice a year.
Well, what
not
about
looking forward to it.
The legal shit? Is that like? Because I'm confused. Because now they want him to take the stand. I thought this shit was over with. Because why would you get this nigga 200?
It's all million. It's all because they had that look. They really wanted Deshaun.
Shit, yeah.
That was the deciding factor of him going to Cleveland. They paid him all that fucking guaranteed money. And I mean his track record on the field, it speaks for itself. If we're being quite honest, like he's been one of the top passers in the league the past 3 years. Now I mean he's had one playoff win, so I think they're thinking that he can get them over the hump.
Man, shit.
He's had one playoff win when they had D-Hop and Will Fuller and all them. And then, I mean, he damn near got his team to the playoffs whenever they the season before last with no fucking receiver core pretty much. They took his best weapon away.
But
we'll see what happens.
Did give them their first playoff win, and what was that, like 17 years?
Yeah, and
they was like 5 minutes away from beating Kansas City, nigga.
They was a botched call away from beating Kansas City because we gonna call it a spade. They shouldn't have got that fourth down conversion. Shouldn't have been fourth down. Clearly,
did not get this. I'm like, okay, they just don't want Baker to get because that would have killed all the narratives. That would have killed. But then you come out. But my thing is, bro, he did fucking shoulder up, and most niggas would have been like, all right, that's the season. You ain't finna can me. But he went out there and thugged it out and played though. But like, bro, you shouldn't have played, bro. He shouldn't have played, but he did.
He shouldn't have. And James Cook out of Georgia, he went to I think that's Dalvin Cook's little brother. He went to Buffalo, which honestly I think that's what the fuck they needed. They needed a running back and they needed a run game. I think that's the only thing that's been holding back the past couple years.
That he's a power back, but come on, bro. Like what?
He's a power receiving back.
5'9", 210.
5 something like he looked like his brother Dalvin Cook. He has his
Dalvin's a tad bit bigger than that nigga, man, but.
Yeah, but I mean, look at the history of Georgia running backs. They got a pretty good history in the NFL. And if you ask me, he couldn't have landed in a better spot because they don't have a whole bunch of the two running backs they got in Buffalo now. I mean, you can't look at them and tell me that
But Chubb, come on now, bro. That motherfucker. I damn near want to put him in the Peterson category. I just need about 3 more years before I can say that. And that nigga's a dog, nigga.
Yeah, big man. Look, fucking 230
and
pound running
that
back, man.
nimble,
He's just fucking hard to tackle,
bro. Fuck that.
Yeah.
He get an open lane. He fuck around and go home. Taking it to going to the crib.
Gone. Yep. But moving on to wide receivers, that's all I got to say about fucking the running backs in this year's draft. And it just wasn't. This year's draft was just very fucking odd. But moving on to the wide receivers in this year's draft, Drake London. I did not expect him to go to Atlanta. I honestly thought that they were going to use their first round pick on a quarterback, which we're going to talk about their quarterback situation a little later in this episode.
Fuck.
He is, but bro, he's a big body, and he's a big body, got hands, and he's a great route runner.
I think a defensive tackle could run him down.
I don't know about that.
I mean, he fuck around and get ran down by a defensive end, bro. Like,
I mean, he's definitely gonna be the guy with Calvin Ridley being out and that Olamide Zacchaeus motherfucker. He's decent, but I think Drake London can beat him out for the number one wide receiver.
He got drafted by who?
He got drafted. He went to Atlanta.
Man, that nigga's gonna play. Who the fuck? Who's that quarterback?
He's gonna be the starter. So they signed Marcus Mariota to a 2-year deal, but we all know he's not. Look. We calling a spade a spade. Marcus Mariota is the bridge guy until they also drafted Desmond Ridder.
At least Cam got to the Super Bowl, shit, and got an MVP.
Yeah, I mean, look, Atlanta is going. We all know Atlanta's going through a rebuild process. I'm not mad at them drafting Drake London because we don't know what the fuck is going to go on with Calvin Ridley. So they needed a number one wide receiver. Then the other dude, Russell Gage, went to Tampa Bay. So their wide receiver core is just kind of – then they got – Kyle Pitts, he's a wide receiver playing tight end. Their wide receiver situation is fucking up in the air right now. So we don't know what the fuck is going on with them. But yeah, Drake – quite obviously Drake London's going to be the guy. Then Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State went to the Jets. Yeah, he went to the Jets, which that was shocking to me. Neither one of them guys went where I thought they were gonna go. I honestly thought Garrett Wilson was gonna end up on the Chiefs or fucking with Green Bay or somebody like that. But even then, them two motherfuckers, they shot the shit out of everybody. Them two goddamn teams. But what's your thoughts on that, bro? Up there in New York, they got Braxton Berrios.
Miami.
They got the dude out of Tennessee. I can't think of his name. He's from Western Corey Davis. So he's gonna have to compete with them two, which I think he can beat those two out for the number one wide receiver spot on that team.
Well, I know they don't got an offensive line. I guess that's what I got homie from Iowa State. Their defense is trash. If they can get that boy offensive line, I think they should be able to score points. I don't know if they're gonna win anything significant, but they should be able to score some points. I think anyway. But
they should. Where would you rank him in positioning wise? In this position, let's say you had to go out of a 1 through 5. What would you give this pick? What would you
them getting Garrett
rank
Wilson? Him? The Jets? Oh, nigga, that's
the Jets.
That's a B plus. That's a B plus because I don't like Ohio State, but
I fucking hate Ohio State.
Have they had players you just gotta respect? Yeah, he balled. Yeah, he balled for 3 straight years.
Yeah,
and then his homie went right after him.
Yeah.
Or before him.
Yeah, speaking of Chris Olavey. I think he went after him.
But then that third motherfucker they had didn't even get drafted. It was 3.
Jackson Smith and Jackson Smith and Jigba. He was a freshman. He's gonna be fucking. Oh my God! I gotta deal with my Michigan State. I gotta deal with him too, man.
I hope you watched.
Not looking forward.
I hope you watched that spring game.
Not looking forward to that.
Yeah, man. Y'all can get Michigan. I don't know about.
I have no. I mean, we got all our starters returning. I have absolutely no doubt
I
about
don't know about that Ohio State. I mean, but if they defense get better,
that.
I don't know. I don't know. I got everybody coming
We'll
back except
see.
for Walker, so we'll see.
Yeah. And then Chris Olavey out of Ohio State, he went to New Orleans, which I think that's a great fit for him. Honestly, that's a great fit for him. He's in, he's going to be – with Jameis coming back, they're going to be a pass-heavy offense. I think so. Well, I don't know because they changed – because Sean Payton retired and Dennis Allen, which was their defensive coordinator, he took over. So I don't know – if they have the same offensive coordinator, I think he's going to do well with Jameis. He's a major deep threat.
For that first
He's
year,
a major
they
deep
should
threat.
pretty much still have a similar offense. I would think. I don't think you'll change shit up too drastically until after you got your first year in.
Yeah, I mean he's not gonna have. It's not gonna be a lot of pressure on him because they still got Michael Thomas.
That nigga ain't played.
And then they still got Alvin Kamara coming.
Alvin Kamara.
He's gonna play this year.
Beating the shit out of him. With that Will Smith shit made you forget about everything.
Well, the fact this NFL offseason made you forget that. Yeah, Alvin Kamara might not even fucking play
all
this
the shit
year.
happening in the off, bruh. Nigga, bruh. They broke this nigga's orbital bone in his face. They beat the fuck out.
And he's pressing charges. Vegas was just a fucking hotbed for people to get in trouble. Look, Henry Ruggs fucking look, I'm not gonna, you know what? I'm not gonna speak too much on that. I'm not gonna speak too much on that. But Henry Ruggs.
How stupid can you be, bro?
Stupid. When the NFL has a fucking ride share system. The NFL, like literally, NFL players when they go out and drink and party and shit, there's a ride share system to where I think they get rides for free and it just gets charged to the team. If they go out and drink and shit, they have a partnership with Lyft and Uber to where they don't have to drive home. They can get a Lyft or Uber to take home, and it just goes to the fucking team. It gets charged to the team. So I don't understand why the fuck he wouldn't do some shit like that.
I don't know when you can pay to get on the track and drive your shit that fast on that fucking track. Yeah,
he was drunk. He was drunk. So look, man. I wish him the best. I hope he can. It's just I hate seeing this shit, man. I hate when we see these young players have all this fucking talent and they waste it by doing shit like this. But at the same time, when you give 20-year-olds millions of fucking dollars and all this fucking fame, I can't say you can expect shit like this to happen, but shit this is gonna happen.
Yeah,
these guys need guidance, man.
That's
they
why
need
some teams wait
they
till
need
after training
guidance.
camp to give you your signing bonus, nigga. You're not finna go take this money and act stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. We and that the NFL contracts. We could make a whole fucking episode about this. We're gonna talk about it.
I didn't know the league.
We're gonna keep it rolling with these motherfucking wide receivers.
Like $650 now. That's a major jump. That's like
for
$400,000 difference.
That's like the veterans minimum.
I think it's like 1 point something.
It was something. I think it was something with the CBA, with the NFL bargaining agreement or something like that. Because if you notice, a lot of guys got more guaranteed money this year, which I'm extremely happy about.
They gave Deshaun all guaranteed.
Like $253 million.
This motherfucker signed an NBA point guard contract. Nigga, like this nigga Dame Lillard and this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bro, like, so no, I think Dame signed.
Hey man, I'm happy for him.
Like $2 to play. Fuck.
Hey. It's from what he's been. It's from what he did like the past 2-3 years.
I tell you what, man, he about to be like Chris Paul. I'm not playing for you, motherfuckers.
If he can fucking stay healthy.
Fuck out of Portland, bro. That shit's a wrap. They already traded CJ. No, bro, it's time to go. It's time to go.
Let's stick to football for the moment because that's for another conversation. But so Jamison Williams goes to Detroit once again. Shout out our guy from St. Louis.
I do believe
Cardinal Ritter, wasn't it? I think Chaminade. Jamison Williams out of Chaminade. Shout out our St. Louis boy. Went first round out of Bama. He goes first round to Detroit. I don't like. He's gonna get peppered with targets his first year, but I pray to God he can get out of Detroit because they have a very shitty history of ruining people's careers.
You know, golf is gonna leave that nigga out to dry. He's
gonna feed him the ball.
Get that motherfucker and get fucked up fucking with Jared Goff. As soon as that pass rush gets to his ass, throw this motherfucker anywhere, but please don't hit me. Here you go. Shit, don't hit me. It's in the air. You can't hit me. Stop it. Stop.
I mean, look, good pick for Detroit. I mean, at this point, any fucking body on offense for Detroit is a good pick. But that's just being honest. Good pick for Detroit. I don't like this landing spot for Jamison Williams, but shout out to our Saint. Anybody that comes out of St. Louis goes pro. I'm extremely happy for him. And I'm rooting for them over anybody. So Jamison Williams, we rooting for you, bro. Stay healthy. Do what you got to do up there and ball the fuck out. Be the next Megatron if you can. But we don't try to fill them shoes, bro.
Get to free agency.
Do your fucking thing.
Healthy. If you can do that, sir, and put enough film,
just ride out that rookie contract.
Justify how you feel, brother.
Yes, sir. Then the guy from Penn State, Jahan Dodson out of Penn State. I didn't hear much about him until it was getting ready for draft day. Jahan Dodson goes first round to Washington with Carson Has-Beens. That's what I call Carson Has-Beens. But he goes first round to Washington. I think he's going to be a good addition to that team because fucking Terry McLaurin, I got to salute that motherfucker because he's been balling. He's another one of them DeAndre Hopkins motherfuckers. He's been balling with 4 or 5 different quarterbacks. So that gives him, hopefully he can take some of the fucking attention away from him so he can ball. He can continue to ball the fuck out.
Is that motherfucker? So I guess obviously he was the star receiver at Penn State then. That was that nigga that was swagging on Michigan.
Yeah, he was. I mean,
he ain't got no breakaway speed. He can get caught.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he'll go up and get that motherfucker though. That's the thing about him. But anyway, of course we mentioned this in the first one. The guy Traylon Burks from Arkansas went to Tennessee. Another big body. He gonna go get that motherfucker. He gonna go fight for the ball. Another person for Ryan Tannehill to obviously overthrow continuously. But he's out of Arkansas. I actually kind of like this pick for Tennessee because he's gonna fit right in that system. He's gonna be another AJ Brown, which I understood where Tennessee was coming from. They didn't want to pay AJ Brown, which I don't know why. They traded him to Philadelphia so they wouldn't have to fucking give him an extension, and they picked up another motherfucker that does the same shit he does, and they can pay.
That lets me know they didn't have
rookie
money
contract
to pay him, or they just didn't want to pay him. So
they didn't want to pay him.
That's why they bounced him.
Which I think
is keep
bullshit.
The same system, motherfucker. You're gone because we're not gonna pay you because fuck you, nigger.
So Green Bay goes wide receiver in the second round. They go Christian Watson. Now I didn't North Dakota State. That's where Carson Wentz went. Now I did not hear much about him until it was time for the draft. But after watching his tape, I honestly think this is a great fit for him. Dude has footwork. He has everything. Got footwork. He got the route running. He got the speed. So it all depends on what goes on with fucking Aaron. So we'll see how that works out. But I like this pick for him. I think he's gonna come right in. I think he's gonna be the number one guy because they traded away Devontae and they got rid of Marquez Scantling. So
That
that's
team low key
I
got
think
good.
that was a
Like,
good pick.
man, fuck this cold ass Green Bay shit, nigga. I'm tired of this cold motherfucker. Ain't no black people up here. Don't know when to get no good fried chicken. That nigga, it's some bullshit, man.
I think Devontae for one was tired of the Aaron Rodgers shit, and then of course, I mean, who don't want to go fucking live in Las Vegas?
Visit. I don't know if I would
just saying.
But...
Hey, it's a lot to do. Well, yeah, with sports gambling and all that shit, it could get, and then with all the other shit that's been going on around the guys that's been getting in trouble in Las Vegas. I understand where you're coming from.
I mean, but he made the best decision.
But
I mean, I don't know about this motherfucker at all, so I'm not gonna even sit here and act like I know something about this nigga. But fuck it. I mean, Antonio Brown didn't come from a well-known school either, and he balled out until he got slammed on his head and lost his mind. But like, I mean, so I guess they trying to make this nigga be the next Devontae, because shit, Devontae was a decent receiver when they first got him. I remember him for the dreads and shit. So I mean, we'll just have to see. They got a young head coach, so I'm pretty sure they gonna figure out something.
Yep. And then the other Bama wide receiver, John Mechie, he's recovering from an ACL injury.
No,
ended up going to Houston.
No. That's not Mechie. It's Jameis. It's the nigga that went to Detroit.
No, the other wide receiver, John Mechie, he came out this year too. He just lost draft stock because he got hurt. John Mechie went to Houston.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, who fucking playing quarterback?
That Davis Mills dude.
Was that the dude that was in the XFL?
Look, he did. I think I don't know where the fuck he came from, to be quite honest with you. I have to look it up after we get off here, but he didn't have a bad year for what the fuck he had to deal with in Houston. He was the third string quarterback. Yeah. He managed to put together a pretty decent season.
Yep.
We'll see what he does with a full season. So then New England went and got the fastest wide receiver in the draft, which was the Tyquan Thornton out of Baylor. Yes, I don't know. I don't know what to think of this pick, because we all know New Orleans is New England is not a throwing team. So New England's not a throwing. They've turned into a power running run first team.
A power running team. They still pass though, my nigga.
They do, but we'll see what happens this year. I mean, it's a good fit for him because he's a tall, fast motherfucker. So he's gonna be pretty good in the red zone. If Mac Jones can get him the goddamn ball.
But I mean,
he's just fast.
Because he dropped a couple passes, the reason why we stayed in that fucking game as long as we did before we lost. So I mean,
yeah, that's true.
I mean, you can work on catching, I guess, but I mean, that's.
I think he's gonna be like Devin Hester. He's just gonna be there. They're gonna put him on fucking punt and kick return and make him outrun every fucking time. I don't think he's gonna be Devin Hester, but I think he's gonna be another Devin Hester type player.
The 12 to 81. Remember that first year? Yeah. That's what they're trying to do. Yeah. That's what they're trying to do. And I do not expect Mac Jones to have a sophomore slump because he manages the game so well. So
yeah, I mean, when he got drafted, it was a good landing spot for him. It really was.
Like I say this all the time, bro. It just really depends. Sometimes it's the system. Sometimes it's really where you go that determines your career a lot of times. Sometimes it's not really up to you. But we'll see. They sure need a burner. They haven't had a burner on that team in years. They still won Super Bowls.
Since
Randy, nigga.
I can't remember the last time they had it. Like a real burner. Yeah, Randy. Well, they had Dante too. Dante Stallworth. That motherfucker's pretty damn fast.
Hurt too fucking much.
They had Brandon Cooks for a year, but he got. Honestly, I think if he didn't get hurt in that Super Bowl where they played Philly, I think Philly wins that. If Brandon Cooks don't get knocked out because he had a concussion, that's the only reason he went out. I think if he don't get a concussion, I think New England beats Philly in that Super Bowl. That's just my take.
Fletcher Cox is not having it that day, son. It's not having it that day.
We shall see. But Kansas City, they went and drafted that little fast motherfucker out of Western Michigan, Sky Moore. He's another person that's going. He's not look. They're trying to replace Tyreek, but he's not Tyreek. He's not gonna be Tyreek. I just want to throw that out in the open.
Yeah.
Whoever is watching, if y'all watch this shit, this motherfucker is not gonna be Tyreek. So do not go into the season expecting him to do the same shit and expecting him to have the same season that Pat and Tyreek had. Don't do it.
My homie would have deferred. Oh, okay, we got another motherfucker with Tyreek. They finna fuck the whole NFL up again, nickel. So, this might be my homie's worst statistical year. We're gonna see if he's really a quarterback.
And look, yeah, I mean, we're gonna see him turn into a more conventional quarterback. That's what I think. It's gonna be a lot more like crossing patterns and screens and shit. We're not just gonna see him chucking it up. Fucking hoping telling Tyreek to go get it.
Then they get like a 6'2".
That's the way I look at it.
Running back or something. 6'2",
yeah,
6'3", that was a receiver. Yeah,
that Justin Ross dude at Clemson. Yeah, he went undrafted. So, well, see, they got him. They still got some weapons in the wide receiver category. They got him. They got Juju. They got Marquez Valdez-Scantling from Green Bay, which he wasn't terrible. They just Aaron never threw him the fucking ball, and he still got Kelce.
Kelce about to have 185 catch season this year, nigga.
I still think Pat's gonna be okay, and when. We're gonna talk about Kansas City in another episode because we got to talk about that whole division.
I'm not a Raiders fan. It's just the hat, man. I'm a fan of some Raiders players.
I can vouch.
Let's calm down.
I can vouch he's not a Raiders fan, y'all. That's not his team. Moving on to QBs, of course. We talked about Kenny Pickett going to Pittsburgh.
C minus
the hometown boy stays home.
Quarterback class in 22.
Shut up. Bro. Fuck you, man. The class itself C minus. I think Kenny Pickett. I think that's the best. I think he went to the best place possible. I think he's a. I think
I'm
he's
not
perfect
gonna lie. He did have the.
I'm not even being biased. The only thing that worries me about him is it took him a while to mature. It took him because he was a fifth-year senior.
60-year senior.
I don't know if you knew that or not. Well, technically, it was 4 years because he sat out the COVID year. Yeah, he sat out the COVID year. He had 2 or 3 straight years of he was and then this last year he blew the fuck up. He took off. And they got the weapons in Pittsburgh. They got Deontay. I'm hoping fucking Claypool can. No, we was 9-7. If we didn't have that 16th game.
No,
I think the 17th game this year, or no, the 18th. If they didn't have an 18-week season, we would have went 8-8.
College Pitt. So
yeah,
they did win an ACC season. Okay,
but he balled out.
But
I mean, hey, he balled the fuck out. No,
damn, bro, look how like when Clemson not being and shit, the ACC just got they got. If not equally worse than the Pac-12, bro. It's like I don't really, and maybe I'm just, Brent.
They lost their whole coaching staff.
Brent gutted the motherfuckers, the niggas he took, and then the ones that bounced, and then the transfer portal, and then like nigga, they hurting that cause like, bro, do you know this?
It's gonna be a year for him.
Was the first time in 6 years Clemson had a decommit. Even Alabama, with all the great shit they do and all this shit, they have decommits.
The NIL shit.
Yeah,
they gonna have NIL shit, and then of course, with the transfer portal, I hope they go back to the old shit with the transfer portal to where if you transfer, you got to wait a year. Because I didn't like how to me, if I'm being quite honest, I think that shows you don't know how to handle adversity. Because you had, half of these commits that signed to these schools, they're not gonna be able to play right away. We're not gonna have too many true freshmen no more. Because all these guys transferring schools, I don't like this shit.
Freshmen, bro. Now that's the thing. We're not gonna have true sophomores no more.
Yeah.
Cause with the rule where your coach quits or gets fired, niggas can bounce. And play the next year. They don't have to sit out. They playing the next year.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, this shit is just really it is.
It's fucked up. It's all out of whack. They need to come up. They need to regulate this shit. Come up with some type of fucking system.
How would you regulate it if you could? How would you Because it's 50.
You talking about the NIL shit?
I just read this stat 2 days ago. I think it was 53% of college football players in the Power 5 entered the transfer portal. Only 53% of them went to different schools in the transfer portal. Something to that degree. So I'm just how would you regulate this shit, bro? Mm-hmm. Because it's gonna be motherfuckers like the Martells of the world. Well, all right, fuck it.
Personally, I think this how I would do it. If you haven't played a down for that school, or if you've accumulated so much playing time for that school, I don't think you should be able to transfer. That's how I feel. If you've accumulated so much playing time, if you played so many games for a certain school, you should not be able to transfer. That's how I feel. And if you now, I also think if you transfer, your NIL money should be disqualified, plain and simple, or it should be or you lose a percentage of it or something like that. That's how I feel, because this transfer portal shit has gotten out of hand.
Dealerships, generic sports gear places.
Yeah, the dude from Houston just signed with a fucking Lamborghini dealer. Bijan Robinson. He just signed with a NIL deal with a Lamborghini dealership, and he's in the NFL now.
Bijan's in Texas, bro. This is last year. He could have came. I thought he was with Houston. He's with the Longhorns, UT. He could have came out this year and probably
horns down. Horns down.
Came out this year, probably would have been. Well, I don't know. When you get drafted, are they tripping off the wins, or is it about you? Yeah, if he can't,
it's about you. I don't think they care about wins. I mean, if that's the case, bro. If that's the case, if they was tripping off wins, Malik Willis wouldn't have been as as highly touted as he was, because that school didn't. Who the fuck did they play? And I think that's another reason why his draft stock took a hit, because look at the fucking conference he played in. I'm just being honest. Who the fuck does Liberty play? They don't play in a big conference.
They play like Appalachian. I think they in the Sun.
Y'all can say what you want about something, whatever. But that's, if you ask me, that's the reason why he took a hit, because they didn't play no Power 5 schools.
Yeah, that's the team.
And half of the teams that they do play, we never heard of.
Alabama every 3 years.
Yeah, that's one of their tune-up games. Speaking of Malik Willis, we got to continue to talk about these quarterbacks.
I think going back to that other point, I think if you have been on the bench or you play in garbage time 2 years, you should be able to transfer.
Desmond Ridder out of Cincinnati, he goes third round to Atlanta. That's going to take time to materialize. I can see that kind of playing out, how the Matt Ryan situation played out. Then again, I think Matt Ryan, wasn't he the number one pick or something like that?
Matt Ryan started his rookie year and made the wild card. And that was a year after the Vic shit.
Yeah. So I can see that. playing out kind of how the Matt Ryan situation played out. I don't know. He has talent. I don't think he's the most talented quarterback in this draft. I personally don't. But I mean, I think he could beat out Mariota. I think midway by the season we see Desmond Ridder starting. That's just my opinion.
How they gonna use Mariota? They gonna make.
What do you think about this pick? I think they brought him in as a veteran to help coach up Ridder because I think they were gonna go not to coach him up. I'm just saying like as a veteran preference to help him navigate the league, kind of like what Udonis Haslem does for the Miami players. He shows them the league and teaches them how shit goes. Show them how the business works. That's what I think.
You know all the intangibles of being an NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I see Desmond Ridder playing at some point during this season. I couldn't tell you when. It might be a situation. It might be a situation where Atlanta is winning games and then Mariota gets hurt, good Lord forbid, and now Desmond Ridder goes in, or the season is lost, and fuck it, let's just see what we have.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's going to take time for him to, get to where they want him to be because he's going to have to mature. He's going to have to mature mentally, and he's going to have to mature on the field. I mean, he sounds pretty confident. Then again, I guess when you're a fucking rookie coming into the NFL, you have to be confident.
But being a rookie in the NFL, playing quarterback, really playing a skill position, you need a certain amount of arrogance. Or why are you playing?
Yeah. And he has a lot of it. I mean, he's very full of himself coming into the NFL. Like, bro, you're not playing in the fucking ACC or AAC or whatever the fuck conference you're from. This is the NFL, brother. Completely different speed, completely different game speed. So make sure you bring that confidence
some motherfuckers you during the season. But all right, man, gonna hold you up, dog. Been a wonderful hour of content.
All right.
Hopefully we can get this going, get it better.
Yes, it has been
another stage in what we're trying to do. Trying to get to the next level. It's always get higher, never stay complacent. So we appreciate y'all for watching and thank you. And we don't have to. And we don't.
Once again, thank you guys.
We don't have to.
Like Ron said, thank you guys for tuning in.
Do it like that. We could just be like, appreciate y'all. All right, peace. We gonna do it. Right.
Yep. Peace. Yep. But sure. All right, Ryan. I'll see you later on tonight.
Pretty much at this point. I mean, if you win and get the belt, but like, fam, I didn't know it was a half a pound. That's a bit much. They stripping him. I thought he was like 2 or 3 pounds over.
I mean, I don't agree with them stripping him of the title. But come on, bro. This is your job. I mean, weight cutting. That's their job. So, I mean, I feel for Charles. I definitely feel for him. I personally feel like he was set up. I feel like Dana kind of did something so that they could get Conor to fight for the fucking title later on down the road.
All right,
but that makes for another conversation.
I see it. All right, what we drinking on tonight?
That's gonna be it for this episode, man. Oh, go ahead. I'm gonna stick to beer, bro. We going to Six Flags tomorrow, so I'm not trying to be
catch that good weather.
Walking around sweating my lungs out and shit. Yes, sir. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. Once again, everybody, thank y'all for tuning in, and we will catch y'all next week. We out, man.